Right, okay, so there's quite a lot of firsts in this video. It's the first time I've ever recorded with a microphone inside the helmet, and it's the first time I've ridden with these new gloves I'm struggling to put on because they've got like two cuffs on them, so yeah, not the easiest thing. That obviously the cuff I'm trying to pull up is actually going to go on the inside of your jacket cuff. However, my leather jacket isn't going to have that underneath. I think it's okay for one of those Gore-Tex jackets. Right, okay, yeah, so like I say, I don't know what volume me talking is going to come out like, because I've never, like I say, had this internal microphone fitted. Also the settings I'm a bit unsure about on the camera. So my first ever GoPro YouTube video I posted, I had taken the settings off another guy's suggestions that was a moto vlogger, and the image was really unstable. It was all shaking around and stuff, so I presume I missed out on one of his settings. I don't imagine, because his video looked absolutely amazing, so I don't imagine that I copied his settings to the T. But you never know, maybe he just gave away some settings that weren't actually any good, just to sort of, you know, keep the little trade secrets or whatever. But yeah, so this video, what I'm trying to get out of it is a stable image really. So I've changed the settings obviously to what I think will produce a smoother image by adding one of the image stabilizing settings. And I've also slightly tightened up my chest mount. I figured that might be contributing a little bit to the vibration. But yeah, and the other thing, like I said about the gloves, obviously I've never worn them before, so I'm recording this video in between Christmas and New Year 2022 in the south of England. It's not that cold, to be honest, but these gloves are Rukka Fiennes, I think you pronounce it, Fiennes, Fiennes, whatever. Bought them for Christmas. So the idea was my existing winter gloves were not really that warm, and I'd had them for about, I don't know, 20 years or something. Nah, maybe that's a bit extreme. Maybe it was 15 I've had them, but I've had them a long time anyway. So I was due an upgrade, and I was having a look round, and Rukka quite widely seemed to be regarded as the best gear out there. So I thought, well, yeah, let's have a go then. Went to my local shop for gear. Just because I wanted to try them on, and I didn't actually want the Fiennes ones. I wanted another Rukka glove. I can't remember which one it was, but it was one that was supposed to be even warmer. So yeah, so I had another glove in mind. Went to the shop because on their website obviously they have all this stuff. Got to the shop and doesn't have it in stock. So then I'm in the predicament of, well, what am I going to do? Buy something I can try on, or buy something online? And the guy said, you know, oh, you can order those ones that you want. We'll get them in. And obviously, if it's not what you want, it's no problem, sort of thing. But I always feel a bit obliged if I've made someone go to the effort of ordering something in. that I should really have it. And also you got the hassle of having to go back to the shop again. So yeah, so he had these Fiennes things in there and loads of other different makes and models and what have you. And I'd done my reviews online before I went to the shop of Rukka winter gloves, and these ones, the reviews were saying, well, you know, they're not actually the warmest, they're not the warmest gloves you can get by Rukka, which was my only real remit. I didn't mind so much if I was losing a bit of feel, because you're going to always compromise between summer gloves and winter gloves on the feel and all that. But the problem is my right hand always goes numb, so I've obviously got an issue with that hand through the work that I do, vibrating tools. However, the cold is obviously an issue, so I'm just like, right, what can I do to avoid such serious cold? And the answer was getting some warmer gloves, because although most people nowadays will have either heated gloves or heated grips, I'm personally not a fan. Hello, Mr. Magpie. So yeah, so obviously, like I say, it's the way forward is obviously heated grips or heated gloves, but I don't ride like I used to ride every single day of the year to work and back and all that, and now I don't. Now I'm just literally a fair weather rider, apart from today. Well, today's fair, just not that warm. So yeah, so I suppose, like I say, when the guy only had these in the store, I felt, well, maybe that's okay, because I've tried them on, they feel awesome. So yeah, that was a bit of a thing for me, thinking, right, I'll get these over the ones that I really wanted. And like I say, apparently they're not as warm as they could be, but I mean, today I think it's about 9 degrees and they feel perfect, so we'll see. But I guess if you have to ride all year round and you're going to be riding in, let's just say, I don't know, 2 or 3 degrees, or perhaps even 0, yeah, I don't know, maybe they won't be the right gloves for you. So, but yeah, I figured in this little video, which like I say is mainly for me to get a stability of the shot, see if my settings have done me alright, I thought I'd also have a look at talking about these gloves, give me something to talk about, I guess, because like I say, I've never done this whole moto vlogging, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I'm testing out the microphone, like I say, that's the first, to see how the volume comes out, see how the exhaust note comes out, or whatever. We're testing the gloves, we're testing the GoPro camera, because obviously, like I say, I've changed the settings to try and give me a slightly better stability. And it's a GoPro Hero11 Black, or whatever they call it, but basically it's the latest camera out there. And yeah, there's been some other issues with that, because you know, you may be aware, you may not, I don't know, or I might be talking bullshit, but basically so I've got a really old laptop, it's on Windows 8, and I did my first ever video from the camera, GoPro 11, chuck it on the old computer, and no, can't open the files, so I can't even play them in Windows Media Player without editing them or anything. I just couldn't even play them. So I googled it all, and it basically said the Hero 10 gave you the option of, when you were recording the file, for it to be in H264 or 265, I think it's called, so whatever format, you know. But the new one, Hero 11, doesn't allow that option. It only records in 265, and of course my old Windows isn't compatible. So I go on Windows for this little download you can do, it's like 50p or something. Oh yeah, mate, no, it can only be, hello Mr. Magpie, it can only be used on Windows 10 or newer. And like I say, I'm on Windows 8, so just completely unusable in that respect. But since then, I have taken the videos from the camera, put them into my editing software, and after I've done that, after I've compiled a video and exported it, my Windows Media Player will play it. So it's obviously converting it, or something's going on that, like I say, once I've done that little process, we're okay to watch it. So, but unfortunately I'm going to be buying a new laptop, because like I say, I can get a Windows 11 brand new, oh shit, I'm going to go up here. Yeah, I can get a brand new laptop that will be Windows 11, and then there'll be no issue hopefully. And also the reason I'm thinking of doing that is that my old laptop, the Windows 8 one, its power to deal with video editing is obviously not good enough. So when I chuck my videos into that video editing software thing, when I try and preview the video, it plays, but it's playing so slowly that I'm assuming, I mean, maybe it's a setting, maybe I can change in my editing software thing to play at a higher speed or something, but because I've got no clue about video editing or any of this stuff. So yeah, but I'm assuming it's because my computer is so slow that it's just not able to deal with it. So again, the new laptop would be way faster and all the rest of it, but of course it's more money to spend, which, if anyone's living in the UK or probably anywhere in the bloody world, but at the moment nobody's got any money because of the situation globally. So yeah, I'm a little bit in two minds as to whether I can afford to get the newer laptop, but I then feel like, well, if I'm going to continue to make videos for YouTube, it would be handy to present a better video. I'm never going to be like some professional YouTuber or whatever these guys are called, moto vloggers and all that. So yeah, but it would be nice to present something a little bit edited or something, I don't know. But like I say, I'd need some oh, I wonder if I've gone the wrong way here. I'm supposed to be meeting a mate. I'm going to keep going, but yeah, I think I've fucked up here. No, maybe not. No, we'll see. So anyway, yeah, like I say, lots of new things tested out in this video. If it isn't that good, if the audio isn't that good, or if the stability isn't that good, I'm still going to post it on YouTube, because at the end of the day, it shows people like the fact it's not all just straightforward, like go and get a camera, start recording, and this stuff all looks amazing. Because like I say, obviously it ain't that easy. Yeah, so yeah, I'll probably, like I say, still post it, but it'd be nice if it comes out better than the previous one. The previous one I was also trying to test out low light level situations, because I was riding just before it got dark, and yeah, like the other guy's video was taken in a sort of city environment, and that's the guy that gave me the settings. So like I say, I wasn't actually thinking about stability of the image, I was just thinking, oh, it's starting to get dark because it's that time of year and it's dark really early. I'll nick someone's settings and I'll see what they've got to do for like the old dark light thing. And yeah, he was in some sort of city environment, and his image, like I say, looked absolutely fucking banging. But maybe it's because, I mean, I was on country lanes with dark light, as in natural light. Maybe his settings were more appropriate for having street lights and car lights and all that other kind of stuff. But yeah, the image wasn't too bad actually that I recorded. It was the stability that was the problem. It was all sort of jumping up and down, shaking around, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so like I say, this little video for me is a let's see if by changing the hyperview or whatever it was called, I've solved the stability issue. But like I say, I wanted to try out this helmet microphone situation, because like I say, I think when you post a video that's purely image only, people are less interested to watch it. And yeah, so that's a bit of a shame really, because I guess originally when people were posting YouTube videos, they would all been probably just the image, rather than someone talking away as they're riding. So obviously I guess everything's improved technology wise since those original vloggers started out. So yeah, what else can I talk about? Like I say, I mean, you notice that these guys, the other, you know, vloggers that I watched, like I watched that Baron von Grumble, and I'm now aware who he is. So when it all started for him or whatever, I wouldn't have been there right at the beginning, but I just got on the end of it or whatever, and I saw that this guy was making these videos. I can't remember what I clicked on that I found it was his, and I was like, yeah, this guy's funny, I enjoy his videos, yeah, I'll subscribe to this guy. And that's another point, if you can subscribe to me, my channel, and he likes, that's obviously going to help me out try and keep this YouTube channel alive. And yeah, because obviously, you know, I'm not going to, you know, continue if absolutely nobody's interested in the little videos. Anyway, so yeah, back to Baron. So that Baron von Grumble guy, I started watching his videos, like I say, and they were really good. And one of them, I remember he was doing a video about riding, well, I don't know if it's actually about riding motorcycles, but it was about mental health. And although he was obviously always making his little videos on the motorbike, I think actually he was talking about going for walks and stuff. But anyway, I was interested in that because I felt, yeah, you know, this time of year it's a bit of a hard one to deal with, so I thought, yeah, you know, any sort of little tips and advice I can get, I'll have a go. And like I said, I'd already watched Baron before, so I watched that video and it was all good and that. But yeah, but so he started, from what I can gather, he started doing his videos where you never ever saw him. He was talking in the helmet, great, and he was doing lots of proper reviews and stuff, but you never saw him. And I think that wasn't intentional from what I've seen of interview of him. Excuse me. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. But then it became a big thing. Like everyone on YouTube that followed him was like, "Ooh, who is this guy? I've never seen him." So yeah, so then he ended up having to reveal his identity once 44 Teeth got hold of him, and so we all now know who he is, which is kind of cool because, like I say, before that you're only listening to some dude in his microphone riding a bike, and although it's interesting, obviously you don't have any context of who the guy is really. Oh mate, what is going on here? Am I going to make it or not? Are we going to sit in this traffic? Well, as I'm making a YouTube video, I guess I'm going to be less risk taking, shall we say. So anyway, yeah, so then, like I say, then he got revealed as, you know, like I say, I don't even know his actual name, to be fair, although I do, but I've probably forgotten it whilst I'm trying to do this video. But yeah, the point is, he created his channel, Baron von Grumble, and now he's massively successful in the motorcycle industry, you know, stuff. I don't know if he does so much vlogging anymore, but that YouTube channel, company, whatever you want to call it, 44 Teeth, is really good as well. Like, I've watched a load of their videos, and that's how I put the connection between Von Grumble and them, because like I say, previous to that, you know, I'm not someone that watches YouTube for moto vlogging and that kind of stuff day in, day out, and I don't know all the stuff about it. But yeah, like I said, just happened to see 44 Teeth video, and I listened to that guy talking, and I was like, yeah, this actually sounds like the same dude. And then eventually I found some other videos that were doing that connection, where they were trying to say to him, right, are you ready to expose your identity or whatever? And like I say, he kind of said, well, I was never intentionally being all secretive, like you can't see who I am, until I realised that it had created a sort of a certain yeah, I don't know what to call it, fan base, whatever, obsession, whatever. So yeah, then he I'm just again wondering if I've gone the wrong way here, but if I have, it's alright, I know where I've got to end up, so I'm sure I'll make it. But yeah, this doesn't look quite, oh no, actually, yeah, turn right here, that's all good. I'll be with my mate in a minute. Might be too early, actually. I left more time because I had to get some petrol, which I think you saw at the start of this video. But yeah, it would be nice if somehow I created more and more and more and more of these videos and ended up somehow with a bunch of people out there in the world, because I think YouTube's an absolutely amazing platform where you can just share stuff. You can share information, technical, about, you know, maintenance. I'll probably do a few videos of that because I'm restoring an old Velocet 1928. It was made, but it's a 29 model, so I just call it 929 Velocet. So yeah, I'll probably be doing some videos, probably time lapse of that, some little my restoration of it. So I probably won't be talking on that, giving technical advice, but you just hopefully be able to see the process. And I'll tell you what, man, a restoration is an absolute fucking ball ache, and I wish I'd never taken it on. I thought when I bought it, I thought, oh yeah, I can't afford a classic British bike that's an overhead cam, way ahead of its time, you know, almost racing bike, you know, basically. I'll get a project. So I got the project, and it just has taken me forever and ever and ever. So I'm probably like, I think it's about 7 years down the line now, and it's obviously still not done. And the annoying thing is, since then I managed to buy an actual proper Velocet 350 overhead cam race bike, KTT. That's the absolute top notch, you know, jobby at Isle of Man back in the day. I managed to buy one of them that's not needing to be restored, so obviously, yeah, the restoration one's been sat on the back burner, which, you know, yeah, that's not great, is it? But it is what it is. So yeah, anyway, I'll meet my mate now, so I'll stop this little video. Right, just it's this is I've got to stop this.